laugh when he's conquered and won.
Raider Nation, let's go, let's go. Raider Nation, let's go, let's go. Raider Nation.
47-yard line, Mack throws WRAmari Cooper down the sideline. And Cooper will be knocked down inside the 25-yard line. Adam Jones from the Bengals missed the tackle.
Adam Jones read the short drop by Eli. He jumps his quick out. And when you gamble and don't get there, you can give up some big plays. And WRAmari Cooper, another first-time Pro Bowler. First time I've seen a Raider at wide receiver in the Pro Bowl in some time. WRAmari Cooper, a very impressive young wideout.
118, that's it. He's 28-23 now. Adrian Peters.
Impressive. Here's Russell Wilson. This will be fun. Anytime you get to see this man play quarterback.
Deep shot right away. Let's play ball downfield.
Yes.
DeAndre Hopkins from the Houston Texans beats the rookie Marcus Peters. Big gain down to the 14-yard line.
Well, Peters, the rookie, led the NFL with 8 interceptions. Why not use a double move to start the game? Little stutter go on the outside, and DeAndre Hopkins continues to prove to the world it doesn't matter who plays quarterback. When he's in the lineup, he's going to be productive. Great route.
Isn't that the truth? All the quarterback issues Houston had this year. But he was third in the league in receptions and yards. From the 14-yard line, Devontae Freeman gets the carry for the Atlanta Falcons. Minimal gain for him. I mentioned Woodson, John. The 2 times that Seattle played in the Super Bowl, he was selected for the Pro Bowl, couldn't come. Came his rookie year, so he's now 4 years and 4 Pro Bowls.
Amazing production, Mike. Over 4,000 passing. Puts up numbers like that. It's astonishing production, given those circumstances.
This is third down. He is flushed and chased out of the pocket by Gerald McCoy of the Buccaneers, and he throws it incomplete. So it's back-to-back 3 and outs for both teams with a minute.
4 years old. What a start to his career. In 2 seasons, 53 touchdown passes. Only Dan Marino has thrown more in his first 2 seasons. And this kid can do the one thing that Al Davis would have loved. He can throw it deep.
Carr earning the trip here, replacing Aaron Rodgers. And passing for his teammate WRAmari Cooper. The flag down as Navarro Bowman comes in to get the interception. The route was jumped, but I think we're going to have a pass interference flag on Richard Sherman.
Pass interference, number 25, defense. Automatic first down.
He saw this the whole way. He saw the short drop by Carr. He knew it was a slant pattern. Let's see if he got there early. He doesn't think so. Slant route, left side of your screen. Awful close to me. I think that's good defense. Big first down for Team Rice, and they need to get back in this football game. Even though they're down 7.
It feels worse. Possession flips after this quarter, so only 48 seconds remaining to do something with it. Carr tries the middle of the field. That one's knocked down inside by Carlos Dunlap. 13.5 sacks. He set a record for the Bengals since they started counting sacks as an official stat.
Carlos Dunlap, all-time sack leader of the Cincinnati Bengals. A lot of these pass rushers in this game have length, Mike. They can spread their arms at over 7 feet, and Dunlap, with that wingspan, has been able to knock passes down. It certainly assists him in his pass rush.
You know, one of the best guys in terms of that measurement in the league, and Ziggy Ansah from Detroit, top of the screen. And Andy Reid's team, Team Rice.
Timeout. Home team.
He takes a timeout. Pete Morelli's just bailing, saying home team instead of trying to figure it out. So, John, let's talk about this for a minute, because we have a lot of different players who are not here. 42 replacements from the original Pro Bowl selections, and it's a dilemma that I think everyone has to address going forward. This is such a physical game. There's so much invested in the players. Can you have a true all-star game? Actually, quality of this first quarter is better than the quality we saw last year in Arizona.
I think a lot of it has to do with 36 first-year Pro Bowl players. They want to go out here, prove they belong. They're going to compete a little bit harder, I think, because they're new to this, and they want to prove they belong here.
This is 2nd and 10. And Carr flings it out to Doug Martin, makes the grab, and Doug Martin pinballs off a couple of tackles. He gets about 8 yards. There's only 32 seconds left here. Andy Reid's team will take their last time out of this quarter. 31 when the clock is stopped. I think it's a two-way conversation here. What's the future of the Pro Bowl as you get a lot of the players who haven't come over? I think the league and the players union have to work together.
Remind the guys to get out of bounds here. It's 2-minute mode. Get out of bounds.
Listening to the communications with the quarterback.
All right, you got zebra personnel. Let's go gun, doubling right, run, gun, doubling right, pepper, run past pepper, all lightning.
We got gun, doubling right, run past pepper, all lightning. Hold on.
We have some 8 to 10 yard hook routes on the outside. They're going to fake a running play.
Start for folks with what zebra personnel means.
Zebra is 1 back and 1 tight end, 3 receivers. Don't ask me why.
3rd and 2. Carr gets away from the would-be sack. Bowman slides towards his legs. Jarvis Landry's downfield. Odell Beckham wanted him to pitch the ball to him. It is down there with 16 seconds left. When the clock is running, they actually have to run up and clock it here, because this is like the end of a quarter. But for some reason, the clock has stopped. And now it is properly restarted. And they'll clock it, and they'll have a chance to get to the end zone or kick a field goal, whichever they choose, with 6 seconds remaining.
Derek Carr made one of those awkward delivery throws under intense pressure. I think Michael Bennett and a couple of these Team Irvin defenders pulled off on him. But what a great throw by Carr. And it sets Andy Reid's team up for perhaps one quick play before time expires. I thought we might see Dan Bailey, the great field goal kicker, here.
The Dallas Cowboys, as accurate as any kicker in the league through the start of his career. This will be the final play here, so it's got to be an end zone shot. And Amari Cooper, Sherman goes up to defend it, along with Malcolm Jenkins, and the quarter comes to an end. And Team Irvin will get the ball. So after one quarter here at the Pro Bowl, Michael Irvin's team on top of Jerry Rice's team. Almost a tie game. Sherman is up there, knock it away from Cooper. Off to the races. And Robinson gains about 50. And they open the second quarter the way they started their first play of this Pro Bowl.
That was a beautiful bullet from Russell Wilson. Clay Matthews, left side of your screen, in hot pursuit. That ball fit between Woodson and Matthews, and there's Robinson. Quietly had 1,400 yards receiving, 31 catches of over 20 yards. That led pro football. They haven't had a deep threat like this in Jacksonville since Jimmy Smith. I like Allen Robinson. He's just 22 years old.
Wilson, that bullet pass to A.J. Green completed to the 21. What is the job that you like so much about the Jaguars' second-year man out of Penn State?
He's not running bubble screens.
He led the league in 31 catches of 20 yards or more this season. As Russell Wilson in full ad-lib mode, he's as good as that as anyone. Finds the rookie Todd Gurley from the Rams for a first down at the 13-yard line.
Well, he's a concert of continuous movement. His feet never set. Watch Wilson with his eyes downfield. His feet continue to move. He keeps that ball in a throwing position. He does a great job. He's not the tallest quarterback, but he creates vision with his ability to move in the pocket. Fun to watch.
The 13, it will be Todd Gurley, one of the 5 rookies in this Pro Bowl, with a 3-yard run to the 10-yard line.
Gurley's another back that has made an amazing recovery. It's unbelievable how so many of these athletes overcome serious injuries in such a short period of time. Mike, he had over 1,000 yards. He missed the first 2 games. He missed the last game of the season with a turf toe. Here's another star headed to L.A. They must be excited about the Rams coming back to Los Angeles.
it from the 10, early out of the backfield, off the tackle and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, he shakes the tackle of Bobby Wagner, and Russell Wilson, just like that, has 3 touchdown passes here in the first half. Just a simple check down. You're going to see 54. Bobby Wagner miss a tackle. He fails to wrap up, and Todd Gurley can run it, can catch it.
Over Jerry Rice's captain team, Derek Carr of the Raiders is in. We're going to talk to Michael Irvin right after this play. The penalty pushes them back 5 yards. So they start from the 20, and Carr's pass is overthrown and incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce. So, Michael, this is the start you wanted.
Yes, it is the start we wanted. We talked about this as a team, as a unit, about being aggressive. That's why we went for 2 points early on and getting a touchdown. We want them to know that we are here to play football.
I was going to ask you about your inner Mike Tomlin there that you were channeling, going for 2 down here.
And what it's about right now, allowing these guys to put all of their great gifts that God has given them on display. And you can do that by being aggressive because you got the best team God built right here that I put together.
I thought you played on the best team that God ever built, Michael.
Oh, yeah. now I'm captain of this team God ever built. That's exactly what it is, man. Really, though, look at the talent I have in this football field, man. It's an incredible group of guys. And I told these guys, I got a chance to meet all of their parents. And so we pick guys with substance in them and then have opportunity to meet all of their parents and their sisters and brothers to find the people that put that substance in them. Let's make sure we make them proud tonight on this field, and they're doing it so far.
All right, I'll let you take your earpiece back out. We'll talk to you later on, all right?
All right, guys.
All right, Michael, have fun.
Keep playing it, baby. Keep playing it. What's up? We don't have this. Keep playing.
Third and 8, here's Carr. Odell Beckham trying to make the one-hander, and Rashad Jones buzzing over, breaks it up. And it's 3 and out for Team Rice.
I like Rashad Jones of the Miami Dolphins. He can play in the box. He can play deep. They're trying to get Beckham down the field. He got the good release on Richard Sherman, but Rashad Jones from center field read his eyes beautifully. And good to see him in the Pro Bowl. He had that kind of season in South Florida for Miami.
Yeah, he ended up being a replacement job, but back in the Seattle area.
180. What's up?
Showing that off there. So Carr goes back to the air. And John Kuhn with the catch. And he completes that. Mentioned Hecker server in Seattle. 6 of 10 in his NFL career he is passing.
94 week. Regular. Green left, 94 week.
Green left, 94 week. I want green left, 94 week.
We're running the ball here, right?
Be an I formation. They're going to run the ball right off the right side. Doug Martin behind John Kuhn.
180. What's up?
There goes the Bucks back. Navarro Bowman, Derek Johnson over there to bring him down.
Under center, double wing right, 2 jet, all go from under center. Remember your back.
Under center, double wing right, 2 jet, all go.
Everybody at home should know this one. 4 verticals. Beckham at the top, T.Y. Hilton at the bottom. It'll be Landry and Barnage in the slot. Don't forget the back, Doug Martin over the ball.
We should know that because that's one of your favorite plays. So we're trying to tell everybody at home.
4 verticals, you gotta love it in an all-star game because
Ball start.
you see a lot of
Number
3D
64
zone.
offense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Let's talk about plays that we see a lot of in the NFL. You talk about 4 verticals and all go, receivers going down. Why has that become a play we see so often in the NFL now, John?
Well, with all the running quarterbacks and bubble screens, you see defenses playing more 3-deep zone. And in a history of time, one of the best plays to beat a 3-deep zone is send 4 receivers vertical. That's why you see so much of it. You're going to see a lot of it today as well.
What's up?
From the 37, there they go vertically down the field. And in the middle it was Landry, who was underthrown, and Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie catches it, fumbles it. It's not picked up by Harrison Smith. Doug Martin seems to be the one on it. And it looks like it'll be a first down. Landry hustles back to knock it away.
Well, it's all go, and the corner at the bottom of the screen, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. He's going to try to midpoint both of these verticals. Watch him play both routes at the bottom of the screen. And he reads the quarterback all the way and has the easy interception. And with a 21-7 lead, that fumble, costly. But Derek Carr has been read like a book twice here in the second quarter.
Good job by Jarvis Landry, intended receiver, to force the fumble. Carr scrambling, gets contact, and as he puts it up towards T.Y. Hilton, and on the deflection with Richard Sherman there helping break it up. The pass is incomplete. Harrison Smith also down there in coverage.
Richard Sherman hasn't seen this much work ever. They're throwing fake punts at him. Here's Derek Carr on a scramble play, throwing the ball down the field against Richard Sherman, number 25. Normally, the big corner goes up and makes these plays, but you see Landry come in to break it up. Not a lot of rhythm in this offense in the last three possessions.
A timeout taken by Andy Reid's team. They'll have one left as each team
Team Rice, first team timeout.
starts the quarter with two, but Team Irvin has three to use here in the second because they did use one of them back in that first quarter.
I'm always
That one-hand thing to a true art form.
No doubt. And DeAndre Hopkins on the Houston Texans, another one-handed artist. These gloves these receivers wear certainly help.
Offside by Bennett. Carr steps up, puts it downfield. T.Y. Hilton between Sherman and Smith for the touchdown. T.Y. TD.
How about that throw by Derek Carr? He gets a free play because Michael Bennett is offsides.
Offside, number 72, defense. Penalties decline. Result of the play, touchdown.
He flicked that ball 55 yards on a dime. And T.Y. Hilton, right down the seam he goes between Harrison Smith and Richard Sherman. You can't throw the ball any better than that.
A 51-yard touchdown to T.Y. Hilton. Hilton, who replaced Larry Fitzgerald of the Arizona Cardinals.
That's where you grab your young quarterback and you say, hey, that's one of the greatest throws in Pro Bowl history right there. Nice shot to put Team Rice right back in his game.
John, this play is being reviewed. We do have instant replay available to us in the Pro Bowl. It's just...
What are we reviewing?
If he had the ball and had a body part down and maintained control through the catch. You remember all those buzzwords?
Yes,
You didn't forget them all in 2 weeks, did you?
Let's see if Hilton has control and completes the process.
See right there at the
It's
back
going to
end?
come back. We don't have Jerry Austin up here with us, so I'm going to
You're on your own, that's right.
be on my own, but I think this is coming back. I don't think he completed the process.
The VP of officiating, Dean Blandino,
After
is
reviewing
here
the play,
and doing the reviews on
the
site.
process of the receiver going to the ground for an incomplete pass. Since there's an offside on the play prior to it, the offside will be enforced. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
That's still one of the best passes in Pro Bowl history. It just won't show up on the stat sheet, but
It was pretty good.
Richard Sherman is telling Harrison Smith, hey, this kid can throw the rock. There's Dean Blandino, nice work there. Getting that call correct.
The lead VP of officiating is doing the replay chores on site here. So go back to 21-7. This Pro Bowl returning to Hawaii. It's the 35th time in the last 37 years that we've been in Honolulu for the Pro Bowl. We did the two that were back at the Continental 48 in Miami in 2010 and just outside of Phoenix in Glendale in 2015. And the one thing we noticed as we arrived here for the game, so many fans wearing a bunch of different uniforms, some of the NFL team jerseys, and fans over here love their sports, love their football, and used to look forward to the Pro Bowl coming every year, and has not been here in 2 years. There are a lot of folks who are truly excited. You can obviously, you can't cover it up. It's an all-star game. It's truly an exhibition. There's nothing on the line. It's not the most physical football game to see. But for the fans who watch on TV religiously, they get up here early in the morning and watch the 8 a.m. games on Sundays. They are really thrilled to see some of the best in the league. The buses were coming by, people were waving and saying hi and snapping pictures, so it's cool for the folks in Hawaii to get the NFL back in their state. Derek Carr with this hard count is drawing a couple of offsides here.
And false starts. That time is going to go against Andy Reid's team. But we have a conference.
False start, number 87. Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
John, you talked about Carr earlier. In 2 years, he's really helped Oakland. I feel like they have a base and a foundation they keep building upon and building upon. What are the things you saw in him that were his growth areas this year for the Raiders?
Well, he's progressing in all areas, Mike. He's doing more at the line of scrimmage, but they've improved the supporting cast. You're going to see Murray, the running back here. You see Amari Cooper at the bottom of the screen. They've got a number of quality players. It's a credit to the Raider organization.
7-9 season for Oakland this year. Throwing towards Beckham, covered by Sherman. And that pass is incomplete. John alluded to it when he came out with 53 touchdown passes in his first 2 NFL seasons, second only to Dan Marino. And again, a more prolific passing era, but still an impressive total. It makes you appreciate how great Marino was when he came out in Pittsburgh.
I spent some time in Oakland. They have a history of great quarterbacks. I had Rich Gannon, Coach Kenny Stabler, Darryl LaMonica, Carr here in the Pro Bowl as the 7th Raider to represent the silver and black here, and production speaks for itself.
3rd and 10, and throwing for Travis Kelce, who is going to hold on despite being hit by Harrison Smith. As Anthony Carr of the Vikings, his Minnesota teammate, was in his 26 for Kelce.
Kelce
in coverage underneath the game.
Running a corner route on the left side of your screen. Kansas City hasn't had a tight end with this dynamic receiving ability since Tony Gonzalez left town. He went up between 2 defenders and make an impressive catch. What I love about Kelce is what he does after the catch. Over 1,000 yards after the catch in his first 2 seasons as a pro. And he just re-signed, got paid well. He deserves it.
Challenge flag has been thrown on the Team Irvin side.
Team Irvin is challenging the previous ruling of a completed catch. Timeout.
John, if you have to sit through replay review challenges, no better place to do it than Hawaii.
No doubt. Just bring your sunscreen.
Let's see if Kelce held on to it through the process as he was hit. On conference in the first year, Jerry Rice captain team beat Deion Sanders by 1. Last year, Michael Irvin beat Chris Carter captain team by 4. On the handoff, it is Doug Martin inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for Team Rice.
I like Doug Martin. Had some injury problems the last 2 seasons. You see the 1,400 yards. Made a lot of runs of over 20 yards. That's what the great backs have to do. Great backs have to do. They got to be able to rip off some long runs. And Martin is a very good receiver, almost 1,700 yards of total offense. He's going to be a free agent. I think it's very important that Tampa re-signs Doug Martin.
His offensive coordinator, Dirk Cutter, will become the head coach in Tampa as he replaces Lovie Smith. Martin with the inside run at the 8. Nothing there. The quick whistle. Wrapped up by Atkins. Second job to Adrian Peterson in rushing in the NFL this past season. And the selection for the Pro Bowl. They've got a replacement here. So He joins Warren Dubs, the only Buccaneer running back selected to multiple Pro Bowls, as he makes his second appearance here with the Eagles.
Very good player. Like to be his agent. Critical that Tampa brings Martin home. Here we are, second down.
His teammate Jameis Winston is on the other team. Here today, Team Irvin is towards Landry, and incomplete. Desmond Trufant from the Falcons.
Let's see what Andy Reid has for us on third down. Let's get a listen.
All right, here we go. Hey, let's do the same thing, but let's go patch. Let's go zebra, gun, double wing, left snug, 23 scat, Z Tampa with the patch.
I try to get Kelsey to the corner at the bottom of the screen. And they're going to use Amari Cooper and Jarvis Landry at the top of the formation in a slot combination. And Carr will pick a side based on what he sees.
Third and goal. He looks Kelsey, who secures it for his second touchdown catch of this first half.
Kelsey, a dynamic receiver, and Andy Reid knows it. Thought he was going to run a corner route, but he broke it back to the post and beat Navarro Bowman for the touchdown, and another beautiful throw by Carr. If you go back and replay the throw of Carr to Hilton, even Carr to Kelsey, and Carr to Kelsey again, you're impressed with Derek Carr.
You can see some of the fun. It's a Raider and a Chief getting along and enjoying being teammates. You can see some of the fun. It's a Raider and a Chief getting along and enjoying being teammates. That night coming up after the game. Teddy Bridgewater of the Minnesota Vikings is the quarterback. He's throwing for Julio Jones. He couldn't get it there. It's intercepted by Marcus Peters, the rookie from the Kansas City Chiefs, who is just bumped out of bounds by A.J. Green. And that underthrown pass.
Led the AFC in rushing. He's just going to bend this back to his right for a huge game. Punishing style of running. I think Ivory just ran out of gas late in the season, and it hurt the Jets, Mike.
Yeah.
They missed Ivory late in the season.
Especially week 17 at Orchard Park. Carr's pass is intercepted. Jarrell Casey got pulled.
Might have some ideas. That was good. Wow.
Carr, the underneath throw to Ivory. Ramonte David from the Buccaneers pulls him down. First down gain to the 35-yard line. Timeout taken with 24 seconds left. 36 will be the yard line gain.
See if we can get a listener, get a feel for what Andy Reid is thinking here in this situation. They got to try to get something on bench patterns. They're going to run toward their sideline to stop the clock.
Casino game show sound you hear every time we hear the play calls, part of the communication system from the play callers into the quarterback. Sean Kuhn, though his team was out of timeouts, gets out of bounds. 17 seconds left.
And that's good defense by Team Irvin. They know that you're going to try and target the sideline area down the field. Don't let them have those throws. Force them to check the ball down at a time. Kuhn is able to stop the clock. Same play. Split backs. Hilton at the top of the screen and Jarvis Landry at the bottom. We're going to try to run 20-yard sideline patterns.
Remember, you're not allowed to play nickel, so it's a game where the tight ends are working against linebackers. Underneath it is Ivory gets hit by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. That is Giant on Jet crime there. As soon as Rodgers-Cromartie made the hit, he's like, sorry. Sorry.
12 seconds left here on third down. Don't be surprised if Derek Carr airs one out. Seen a couple Hail Marys hit this season. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers. Next dagger at the top of the screen. They're going to clear it out with Landry in the slot. They're going to try to get Lockett at the top of the screen on a deep end.
X is the receiver. Receivers to the West Coast offense have letter designations. Kelsey, they're out of timeouts. He's got to get out of bounds. He won't. And the half will come to an end. I thought they were out of timeouts. No, they are out of timeouts. They took one, they're out of them. So what should happen here is you're not granted that timeout. It's not recognized. The clock rolls, and we come to the end of the first.
Coach, Charles Woodson's on offense. I came down to check on you. You just called this. I've been waiting for this for 18 years.
John's on the sideline, standing next to Andy Reid, when John coached the Raiders. They had a Fremont package, which was for Charles Woodson to play some offense. Charles from Fremont, Ohio. Derek Carr doesn't go his way, goes to Adrian Peterson. And it's a gain to the 30-yard line. John, that was your number one pick as you became the Raiders head coach, was drafting Charles Woodson. We're looking at that press conference from that day. Man, it's a long time ago, but what a career he's had.
Hey, Woodson. Charles, I'm your old coach, man.
What's up, crew?
You know what you're doing out there on offense?
Man, you didn't see me just work the cover two.
That was one of the worst routes
I
I've
just
ever
worked the
seen.
cover two and set myself in a honey hole, waiting on the ball. I ain't gonna care. You know that.
Back up. Get behind the white.
Carr on the crossing pattern. Jarvis Landry with that grab across the 40-yard line.
Charles, I gotta ask you, why are you walking away from the game?
You know what, Coach? To be honest with you, man, I'm just tired. I've done all I could do out there, man. I gave it my all, and that's really all I can say. And it comes to a point in time, man, where you got to give it up.
Tell me what you're gonna miss the most.
I'm gonna miss being on the sideline. I'm gonna miss running out there, man, before the game, being able to run out of the tunnel, hear the fans scream your name, scream whatever team you're on, man. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss standing out here, and listening to the national anthem. I'm gonna miss all that, man.
God bless you. Good luck to you. I'm gonna try and talk you out of retirement while I'm down there.
5 yards to Derek Martin. Over the middle. Sean Lee there with the tackle. That rookie season when John, as the Raiders coach, drafted him in the first round, Charles Woodson made the Pro Bowl. He makes the Pro Bowl in his final season, bookending his career with Pro Bowl trips to Hawaii. Only the second player since the merger in 1970 to do that. The guys who played at least a decade in the league. The other one, Barry Sanders, who walked away at a Pro Bowl caliber with his play, and Charles Woodson doing the same this year. Here's Doug Martin with the 2nd and 4 run. And he's just stopped there, no real tackle. Sean Lee, Gino Atkins. Well, take you back to 98. There's a young John Gruden. Who's that quarterback? It's Jason Garrett trying to throw to Michael Irvin. And Charles Woodson coming up with his first of 65 career interceptions, tied for 5th in NFL history. And Michael Irvin made the tackle on the first of 65 INTs. 3rd and 2. For Amari Cooper, and couldn't drag it in as Richard Sherman and Harrison Smith, who have been teaming up a few times on coverage.
Oh, they're trying to get Amari Cooper down the sideline, tight coverage. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get another fake. I'm standing right behind Dave Tobin, the special teams coach, and Andy Reid, the head coach. Hecker faked it in the first half. Let's see what we have in store here.
Trying to make sure they get the play clock reset. Carr saw it. Gets it going in time. Carr with the look off. Kelsey in the middle of the field goes up and gets it. And he was real touched by Hunter Smith at the 16-yard line. A good call and completion, 29 to Travis Kelsey.
Two deep zone. You're going to have a hard time throwing these go routes on the outside, so they throw the ball to Kelsey right down the seam between the two safeties. First down, Team Rice.
17-yard line will take over. 213s. Players get to wear their own number in the Pro Bowl. So at the top of the screen, T.Y. Hilton and Odell Beckham. Still looking to get one. There's Odell on a little bubble. That's Rashad Jones. Out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Officially at the 3. And it'll be 1st and goal for Team Rice as Odell Beckham Jr. catches his first of this Pro Bowl.
That's a big part of this running game, Mike. You have a running play call, and if the
mark of the
is too heavy, they have the freedom to pick the ball up and throw these bubble screens, and not many people are better after the catch than Odell Beckham. Nice work.
96 catches for Odell Beckham. We mentioned he was one of the playing captains, active playing captains. Here's the number of votes he received, second most amongst non-quarterbacks. Doug Martin seeking space, powers through Harrison Smith, and is in for the Team Rice touchdown.
And the fake punt paid off once again. Number count.
Martin moving inside.
Hey, Coach, 2 fake punts in the... Come on, 2 fake punts. You got to come clean on that.
No. Hey, listen, we're going. This is the money half. So the boys are calling it. They're calling it. So we're going for my special teams coaches are on the field right now. But yeah, we're gonna keep doing that if they allow us.
Okay, I'm out of here. Thanks for your hospitality. I'm good. Good luck.
First rushing touchdown in the game against Team Rice within 7 if this extra point's good from Josh Brown. Of course, John Gruden and Andy Reid staff together in Green Bay.
I am fired up. My team, you know, they're starting to generate that energy now. Very positive. Travis Kelce is killing it. They can't stop him.
A lot of complaints on the other sideline. You're faking these punts in an all-star game.
Yeah, but, you know, they're bringing safeties and they're doing everything. Now, John, you know it is. We want to win.
Teddy Bridgewater, 2nd and 8. Murray, the catch and run is almost like a practice drill. They stopped running. 43.
Jerry, you're one of the great players of all time. 13 Pro Bowlers, 13 Pro Bowls you played in. When you look at the game today, the Pro Bowl now, what's the biggest difference?
I would say probably the biggest difference is there's not as much contact. You know, back in the day, you had guys really hitting each other. And, you know, I understand these guys with their, you know, large contracts and all that, and they don't want to hurt themselves. And you should protect yourself, but still you want to put a good show over here in Hawaii. So I wish it would be a little bit more physical.
Thanks, Jerry. Good luck in the second half.
Murray almost lost the ball there. He will keep it on his hip, and Charles Woodson tackles his teammate at midfield. First down running game 7.
He running hard. Let's run hard too.
Michael Irvin trying to get his team going. First drive of this quarter.
Hey, they got the officials on my case down here, Mike.
Oh, they spotted you, or did you spot them, John?
It was a combination of the two.
Glad to see you back. George Hayward there in shot. Bridgewater downfield and open for the touchdown is Robinson. And John, that's the player you have talked about, especially with Michael Irvin, that he has that home run ability that people are starting to learn about.
Well, that's Jacksonville. It's a double move on the outside. Bridgewater did a nice job in the pocket, keeping it alive, and Allen Robinson down the field has done it as well as anyone in football. And Bridgewater did an excellent job keeping the ball in a throwing position and giving him a chance. And just like that, Team Irvin answers.
50-yard touchdown. Bridgewater has thrown 2. And that's one of the surprises. There's so many people, if you're in the fantasy football world, you know that. But the big gains for Allen Robinson this year, the fact that he tied for the league lead with 14 scores. Non-fantasy football players are probably surprised to learn that. But he and Blake Bortles really found a great connection there in Jacksonville. I've seen the defensive guys react all year. They're going to lose a whole bunch of yards here. Actually take him down to the ground. And by his teammate. Good for you, Bobby Wagner.
That's some good team defense right there. You have to finish plays, and Richard Sherman on the reverse keeps it alive for about 15 seconds. But you see Team Rice in hot pursuit, and Richard Sherman just lost a lot of yardage.
John, the best part of that was his teammate Bobby Wagner gave him a little hawk tackle. He wrapped him up and brought him down. a 28-second play that lost 22 yards.
Not a place you want to be. This is Khalil Mack, number 52 of the Oakland Raiders, can turn up the rush in this predictable pass situation.
Well, Team Irvin's going to take a timeout here before 2nd and 32. You flipped sidelines, John. You went from the Team Rice sideline over to the Team Irvin sideline, where the Green Bay coaching staff is coaching. And Florida State hopping in and calling the plays here for Team Irvin. Bridgewater's thrown 2 touchdowns. He's directing traffic. Fires a jump ball that is broken up. Hopkins trying to come back to get it. Eric Berry, one of the great stories of this Pro Bowl, was there to break it up. As you know, Hodgkin's lymphoma. Eric Berry was undergoing treatment for that Pro Bowl time a year ago. 7 months later, turns out to get back not just on the field, but he played almost as much as anyone in the secondary in the NFL this year. Was on the field a lot. Had a terrific year. His defensive coordinator, Bob Sutton, effusive in his praise, said Eric's inspirational return to football.
Behind in the down and
10 from the 32. Those are 2 men who are the most likely Offensive Rookie of the Year award vote getters. Todd Gurley from the now Los Angeles Rams and Jameis Winston up to the 43-yard line. The numbers are 58% in terms of completion, but he threw for over 4,000 yards this year. The rushing touchdowns adding that other element to it, 28 total touchdowns, 6 on the ground. The 4th quarterback in the Bucs history to come to the All-Star game, the Pro Bowl. Jeff Garcia, Brad Johnson, Fred Dilfer, the others. Gurley runs into the middle, and we will get the 3rd quarter 2-minute warning. If you weren't with us at the start of the game, different timing rules to make it a little more interesting. The end of each quarter, 2-minute warning is hopped in there. And then possession switches.
Odell Beckham Jr. is playing safety as Winston goes to the opposite side. Julio Jones trying to cut underneath Monte Davis. The pass is incomplete. This would be the new rage of the Pro Bowl. Everyone wants to jump in on the other side of the ball and make this job completely impossible. See who's out there for Team Irvin right now.
Not quite sure why Odell Beckham is playing free safety. I'm sure this pleases Ben McAdoo, the new coach of the Giants. And Jameis Winston, with a 21-point lead, continues to push the envelope with down-the-field shots.
Handoff here for Latavius Murray from the Raiders. He plays Jonathan Stewart on his Pro Bowl team. Beckham over here on defense, and then the rest of the regulars on defense.
And it's an important stop here for Team Rice.
Hey, Mark the gate. First down.
Winston over the middle. And Beckham trying to break up the pass, but it was caught by the touchdown mark earlier, Dorothy Walker.
Steve Wolf.
That's little Cam Newton.
Way to go, D.
Why not throw the ball down the middle to get the ball back?
550.
The wide receiver playing safety. Normally, a veteran safety would punish a tight end on a crossing route, but Odell Beckham relatively new to the free safety position.
Relatively new, like 4 plays ago.
552.
There he is, Beckham.
Timeout has been taken by Team Rice. What do you have to count?
Team Rice is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed catch. Timeout.
Step out.
552.
By 2.
False start, number 66, Garfield. 5-yard penalty remains, 2nd down.
Brandon Albert was playing left tackle from the Miami Dolphins. He was trying to throw out, but Khalil was
coming in there, it's typical putting pressure on. You're not going to have to blitz. So I got this spot. I think it's coming in. Let's see Dallas Cowboys on that offensive line. Byron Smith switches over the right side. Will accommodate Albert and left side. 390. Can't get him anywhere on the field. So Smith is playing power Smith. So Matthews back to 40. That's the safety Curry. So 20 to go in this one. Irvin leading by 21. That's 7 penalties for the game. All 5 yards. Third down 8. One more time. Let's keep an eye on Beckham back there. This is 3rd down and 8. He's still dancing. He's doing some of his free safety resistance, but he's going to backpedal in the middle of that defense, read Jameis Winston's eyes, and try to get an interception.
Winston going to bring it down to Tyler Eifert. Clay Matthews try to strip that hit man. 35-yard line, a 3rd down for Eifert. Hasn't had a chance to let the opponent down. That's the man who led tight end position. Over to Jackson against the head coach in Cleveland. Woodson for Eifert. Coach, keeping his hands, he went to the ground and really needs to quit. What I love about him is making an effective hit.
He resets in the pocket and lets it rip. I thought he threw a perfect pass. Watch him veer to his right, set his feet, and rip it. Down the field, I thought he hit Eifert inside. Clay Matthews in coverage, that ball's right where it needs to be. Let's hope we don't get another challenge, but
Second and 10 was the rush by Freeman. Midfield in front of Julius Peppers. 25-yard line. Kyle Ashton. Daniel probably has a few injuries that have really limited his career. Last thing we want to sit here and pull that have a conversation of some guys have. Pull off the football and break through it. Not something significant for the Bengals coming up. Not so much long rehab off season. Football. A.J. Green and the other offensive weapons here in the Bengals.
a lot of good stuff again from Winston in the pocket. Protection, not great. He's got to get out of trouble. And throws a bullet on the move to A.J. Green. You see Jameis Winston around the hotel. You see the energy that he has, and charisma that he brings to the table. And he's become the face of this franchise. Buccaneers fans are excited about it.
The federal title 9 lawsuit before the Super Six. He was sexually assaulted by Richard Johnson in 2012 and offered $50,000 in lawsuit. Agreed to pay the lawsuit. He was not found responsible for sexual misconduct as far as state sexual conduct rules in December 2014. That's called for conversation. This week, the Buccaneers came out. Buccaneers #1 overall.
Outside, number 93. offside. He's trying to chase his quarterback, Nicholas Winston around. They've got 4 legitimate Pro Bowl football players. They're better than 6 and 10.
Odell Beckham still playing safety. Winston fires up over the top. Brought down by Walker, but he can grab a second touchdown. So a flag down.
Illegal shift. Number 11 and number 18 moving at the same time. 5-yard penalty, 4 second down.
Julio Jones, A.J. Green talking it over. Got to be set for 1 full count before the
penalty is declined. 3rd down. Penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Whoever was trying to get him attention at the person with the down box over on the sideline. So with the right line of scrimmage and put the right number up on the down box. 3rd down. Sure. 3rd down.
Hard to do. Whoever's got down, kick, and release. Watch how quick the ball comes out of Jimmy Winston's hand. And T.J. Ward from the linebacker position is also a passer with the rushing passes. So it's a fumble picked up on Khalil Mack of the Oakland Raiders. That was the best team running from out the field. He's going to make close to that 22. 29 left. End of play. What they're trying to do here late in the game, but first down, he's right. Throw the ball out of field.
There's the ball. During the week, practicing the quick meetings they have on the pool. They actually stop they do get to know each other, get to hang out with each other, and build camaraderie. And I give WRAmari a lot of credit for a long time. John, you know this, your Pro Bowl days. Peyton was the mayor of the Pro Bowl, kind of organizing conversations, introduction, humor. And Eli was doing a lot of that by the pool. And I think he and a couple of the older guys are trying to carry on to the next generation whatever substance of value there is to having a year like this.
Manning. For a long time in this league has set a standard, and hopefully some of these young players observe it and learn from it.
Here's Lisa.
All Penn State connections right here. Obviously, Carr, Bowman, and Sean Lee played together. I went to Penn State as well. But tomorrow I'm going to start with you. Like when you guys were rehabbing, did you guys keep in touch at all while you were rehabbing? You both having great comeback seasons.
Well, we reached out to each other. You know, we both went through the injuries at different times, but Tom was always there throughout the whole process, and vice versa. You know, he's experienced it more than me. It sucks, but I definitely learned a lot from him, just seeing him get through his injuries and things like that.
Sean, while you were rehabbing, I know it's always, it actually felt good. I know it's always a long, grueling process, but did you think you could get back to this level?
You know, I knew that I did my one knee in college. I knew if I worked a certain way over time, with the help I had, with the trainers I had, I could come back. And I knew it about this guy too. Working with him in college, the way he worked, the type of person he is, I knew it was a matter of time for him.
What was it like being teammates again out here this week?
It's great. It's time to make plays, compete.
Were all conversations that we had with our teammates, but you know, just seeing him out here, that's coming from where we came from, representing linebacker here, it's all a good thing.
Is that something that you just kind of slide back into, or does it take a while to kind of get to know each other again? Or
it's kind of built in our blood. You know, once we get on the same field together, whether it's opposite or on the same team, it's all that we root for one another.
We play too many snaps together. When we get out there, like you said, it's natural. It feels good.
Congratulations, you guys. Go State.
Basketball player there as well. Sean Lee, 10th different Penn State linebacker making court race in 1970. We have reached
my first draft choice in 1998. gave him that number because it was a great Willie Brown, our Hall of Fame corner. He went to Green Bay in free agency. He flourished under Don Capers and Mike McCarthy. 65 career interceptions, 13 defensive touchdowns, over 1,000 tackles. He's going to be missed. This is his 9th Pro Bowl final football game ever, and pleasure having known him and coached him.
Got his family with him at the end of one of the great careers in the history of the National Football League. Heisman winner, champion at every level. Charles Woodson. First farewell to football here as we wrap up the 2016 Pro Bowl, won by Team Irvin over 49-27. We'll stop here. We'll be back on our way to Sports 7.
Cold autumn wind, baby. It's the Oakland Raiders. Get your mouthpiece. You in the black hole with the black beast. This ain't black gold, this is black silver. Commitment to excellence.